My name is Lloyd Verstuff, and I am the former superintendent. I worked in Southwest ISD for 33 years, the last 13 as superintendent, and held a number of positions from teacher, coach, through central office, and ultimately the superintendency.
My name is Minerva Lopez, and this is my 31st year in Southwest.
My name is Jesse Garza, and I've been with Southwest ISD for about 3 years.
My name is Cynthia McEwen, and this is my 28th year with Southwest ISD.
My name is Michelle Martinez, and I have given 28 years with Southwest ISD.
My name is Gracie Ibarra, and I worked at Southwest Transportation for 34 years.
My name is Deborah Martin, and I've worked for Southwest ISD for 32 years.
My name is Sarah Castro, and I've been teaching since the year 1991.
I was participating with Region 20, and I was going through the alternative instruction, and Ms. Glass had hired me at Southwest Elementary, and she hired me when I went in for the first interview. So that first day on the job, it was having third graders, a classroom full of third graders, and I was absolutely terrified.
I was at the original Southwest Elementary 28 years ago. Just came from the hospital, and nervous but eager and anxious to get started with my new career in school nursing, which I had no idea what that was going to be all about.
My first day at work as a bus driver, I drove a bus, and it was a little bitty bus. It was a country run, way out in the country. And I picked up 16 students, and that was my route, morning and afternoon. And we used to pick them up back then all together, elementary, middle school, and high school together.
I remember coming extra early on my very first day when students were going to arrive, that first day. And with the excitement of welcoming new students and starting a new career, that was different than anything I've done. And yeah, got my tie caught in a laminator that morning, which is a whole nother story. But I always told myself, one day you're going to think back on this first day. And because I got my tie stuck in a laminator, I remember that first day quite well, actually.
I think the unity, I've seen a lot of things that have happened to individuals personally where the district has come together to try to help with that situation, from someone's house burning up to someone's death to just different things. And I think that the unity that Southwest has is a really great quality.
God, there's so many. You always got to go back to the people. And when you say people, I think Southwest has some of the most effective and positive and just the best educators that any school district could want to have. And so I've met a lot of friends through my time here, and seen a lot of people come and go, and seen a lot of people come and stay. I've seen a lot of people come and go and come back, and so I've seen different variations of it. The students here are just phenomenal, the most appreciative, hardworking. When you talk to them in a way that they think is respectful and meaningful, you're going to get that in return tenfold. And so, yeah, our youth, our adults, it's just the people. 85% of our district is about people. And so if you're getting an education, you better love people, because you're going to see a lot of them.
With all the administration that I've gone through at Southwest in the 28 years, they all seem to have the same goal, and that's the children. And that is, and of course, the staff. And it's the family atmosphere.
Oh, my favorite things about Southwest. Cowboy breakfast. I mean, I never thought that the district would be able to be so mindful of us as to plan a big thing like cowboy breakfast. That's a lot of work. And for them to plan it and year after year, and have the kids participate and have music and have the coffee and the juice, and it is amazing.
When my parents passed away, my first one was my mom, and I was so surprised to see the superintendent go and give me my condolences at the funeral home, and that was Dr. Clifford. I don't know if anybody remembers him, but he was the superintendent when my mother passed away. But that was very touching, and that's when I felt like, you know what, this is my family.
Well, I know that with my nurse team that we go back a long way. There's some of us that were here original from when we first started. I think there's like maybe 6 that are still here from the beginning. But I just building the friendships, just growing every day, making sure that we meet those healthcare needs of our students, but also having good times along the way and just enjoying each other's company. And not only do you consider them nurse colleagues, but you consider them friends also.
I don't think I would have been here for that long if I didn't have the love and the caring for children, and the bond between my coworkers, my upper peers.
We've been lucky, in a sense. I say we're being blessed because all my students that we transport, they don't have too much disabilities, and which, I get along with them and they get along with me, so everything's pretty good. So I'm very happy.
I've built a lot of friends and a lot of people. When I started, Dr. Clifford was the superintendent, so I've been through a couple of superintendents, and he was just a great superintendent as well. But yes, I work with Dr. Pittman, which sometimes we stay in touch as well, and the people in payroll, because I went from Dr. Ferrier, then Dr. Pittman, then I went over and was actually a secretary at Bob Pope Elementary. So I was there for a couple of years and worked with that, and I really, truly love that because I love children.
I can look back on my career and, I take a lot of pride in I think, doing some interventions, getting engaged, and some of our students who may not be making the best decisions at that point in their life, and being part of that with hundreds and hundreds of other educators who are doing that every day. I have a lot of those experiences. I have some failures where I thought I was making an impact, and doesn't always work out 100% of the way you think, but our life is made up of good days and bad days, and the idea is you want the good days to far outweigh the bad days. And I say in my time here at Southwest ISD, I had exceptional days for the most part. Just incredible human beings, incredible relationships that I still have with students today. And I can walk through a Walmart or H-E-B here in San Antonio and always strike up some conversation with a former student or a former employee at Southwest, and that's always kind of a point of pride. I look forward to those. I don't miss the hours. The hours are long, and they can be difficult. They can also be just silver-lined too, so good and bad. But I really miss the connection with our youth and the connection with educators, the connection with our community leaders, our school board, our senior staff, our principals, our support staff. Everywhere you go, you find that there are just incredible human beings in Southwest, and that's one thing that I've noticed that I really miss.
Everything. I enjoyed and loved my job. I really did. I took pride in my job, and I think when a person loves what they do a good job. And I will miss my peers, my coworkers. Like I said, Southwest is a good place to work, and I think 34 years has said something for me with that.
My coworkers and the most of all I'm going to be missing is my students. And you know, we transport every day. I've gotten to get more to know them, and then you know, I'm going to be missing them.
I'm just gonna miss the friendships, because you think about it, you're with your Southwest people almost longer than you are at home. But I'll miss the love that is shared between all of us.
Oh, just being able to be amongst all of those colleagues, and missing the families, and missing those students that come into the nurse's office just on a daily basis to see their smiling faces. And it's bittersweet, because I am happy that I'm retiring, but I know I'm going to miss so much about Southwest, because it's such a big part of my family. It's my extended family.
I would want to tell all those teachers before me who retired, you can hear my voice. I would want to tell all those previous teachers who retired that thank you for everything. They taught me really well. I so appreciated it. It was great. And they helped build me up so that I would be able to contribute to all my students.
I like working for Southwest, you know, because everybody's friendly, helpful. If you don't know how to do one thing, just ask somebody and they'll tell you how to do it, which is very good, you know. Also, just being here to be able to help other people too as well.
You know, family go out of their way to help each other, and that's the way it is at Southwest ISD. Every employee I've dealt with has stopped in to help, and I've seen it not just with me, but with other people. You're going to stop and help them no matter what it is. So just keep the love, keep the Southwest spirit up.
Just that I'm proud to be a part of Southwest. Southwest will always have a beautiful place in my heart. I will always be cheering for Southwest. I just love Southwest, and I know that I'll always keep them in my sights to see where they're going, and I'm totally going to miss everybody.
Just that if you're going to do something, like I said before, do it with all your heart. When you do it with wanting to do it, the outcome is always the best.
The students, you know, they've already graduated because it's been so long, but the colleagues and the people that I call my friends, the people that I work with, they are just truly remarkable people, and I just want to extend my gratitude, and that's also to the leadership as well.
Just keep going, don't give up. There's a treasure inside your hearts, and I'm telling for my colleagues as well as my students, there's a treasure in your hearts that is only you, and the world needs that you. They need it. The world needs it. And it's up to you to give that you to the world.
I just want to say a big heartfelt thank you. Everyone in Southwest ISD, or just about everyone in Southwest ISD, has just been completely supportive and respectful, and asked thought-provoking questions and been engaged. So I think we all know that we have something special in Southwest ISD, and I think there are a number of community people, there are a number of educators, a number of employees, there are a number of people who care about continuing the trajectory of Southwest to be not only the best in Texas, but in the nation. And so I would just say keep on keeping on. You know, 100 years from now, we don't know what it's going to look like, but I do know for a fact Southwest ISD will still be here and still doing tremendous things. And to our students, I would just say to them, we love you, and a big heartfelt thank you to them as well for just being the most phenomenal generation of students I had an opportunity to serve with. My name is Lloyd Verstuff. Never forget, we are.
We are.
And we are
Southwest.